Welcome to the Screen Slaves. I'm Kane.
I'm not. I'm Missy.
This is the last episode in our 2019 movie series. This is the best of the best for us personally. Probably not for you, but for us. All these movies
Gave us the feels in
just
our pants.
would gag on them. Just would gag on them.
Gagging.
Take every one of them. All of them are worth a rent, at least.
Give them your money.
We'll start off with Missy. What is your first number 5? Your honorable mention?
What is my first number 5 honorable mention?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I'm looking at my list and I've had a little change of heart and now I'm conflicted. I'm thinking Shazam.
Oh, I was gonna have to type it in, but damn, you caught it. Shazam is my number 4.
It was my number 4, but now it's my number 5. I'm switching. Switchy.
I was heartbroken that I had to put this so low.
Right?
I say that it's not like I was still.
It's like top 5 movies of the year, but
Yeah.
This was a movie that I didn't expect to like, and then I
Yeah.
fucking love it, and I think I've seen it twice so far, and it's just so fun.
Let's watch it again.
God, it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, that's this movie is the definition of just fun.
There's not anything I think I'd change. It was just so fun.
Oh, I just didn't even think about that. I'm like, what is this actually? What is there anything I would change? Because don't like off the top of my head. No, I can't really. I love almost every scene in this movie.
Yeah. I love the world. I love the build up. I love the growth in the characters, the family dynamics. I just love it. It's fun.
It's so fun.
Like,
and that's why we're going to end it on that note. Shazam is fun.
Yeah.
Go fucking watch it. I don't care what kind of person you are. You got to have some kind of fun watching this movie.
plus, if you've ever seen the ads for BAM cleaner and it's like BAM and the dirt is gone,
It's Shazam. And
you get to say Shazam and the dirt is gone. It's
Yeah.
got nothing to do with the movie. It's just something I say to annoy Kane. Shazam and the review's gone. Next.
Well, you took my 4th with your 5th, so I'm going to not take your 4th. My 5th is the one I saw early in the year. That is Battle Angel Alita.
Ooh. Those are some big eyes.
Yeah, that's so big. I was not expecting this movie to be as good as it was. This is the perfect anime movie. Like, if you're gonna, this is the problem with when they want to do games in the movies or animes in the movies. You just got to put in the budget and a lot because this thing didn't. I think it only just made its money back, and that's sucky. But also at the same time, that's the kind of money you got to put to try and bring anime to life. And I know the eyes seem weird, but I'm looking at them right now, and they're just natural to me.
Really?
Yeah. I can't see her being played any other way. Like, that is how I picture, I guess, a more realistic anime character. Also, it's described why it's that way in the world, so there's, like, at least meaning behind it there. And what's his name? The German guy? He's fucking great in this as the Doctor. It's just, the cast is actually got a decent cast in it. And they
Okay.
stick pretty close to the manga from what I've seen. Also, it's brutal as fuck. Like, they don't show too much of the action, I don't think, in the trailer, but yeah, it's awesome. The world, the lore, it's great. Gotta watch it soon at some point.
So, obviously, I haven't seen this. Is this something you think I would enjoy?
I think you're going to very much enjoy this movie
All right.
because it has a bit of everything. It's like emotional, it's actually got story and lore that makes sense, and it's fun.
I can get behind that. You've sold me. I'll look at it. Her eyes are bugging me out, though,
yeah, don't worry, you get used to it.
and her teeth.
The action is really good in this. Alright, that was my 5th.
Okay.
We'll move on to your 4th, I guess, now.
So, 4th, I've got The Perfection.
Fuck, that's the one I missed. Oh,
This is a Netflix movie. That
I'm
is,
typing.
oh, honey,
That is-
you're typing.
I'm typing something.
The Predictor.
Yeah, it knows what I want.
It Goku.
That one. Oh.
I tried to say Google and I said Goku. All
You know what,
right.
thank you for giving me an extra one because I think this one was probably pushed some of the others down. I love this movie.
The trailer is great. The movie is like 9.5 out of 10. Blows your mind. You don't know what's gonna happen. Keeps you guessing. So fucking good. The ending is satisfying as hell. It's got same-sex couple in it that is done really tastefully. It doesn't feel forced. You believe it.
You know me. I hate when that shit is forced. It
Yeah.
will turn me off at any movie.
Because sometimes it can just feel so forced and like put in there for the sake of it. Whereas this just completely felt natural and believable and cute, you know? Like, this movie is so fucking good. I honestly didn't know that movies would be above it when I saw this. We immediately told everyone we knew to watch this, and then we watched it again. Like, so good.
And everyone we've gotten to watch it so far has come out saying it's good at the very least.
Yeah. If you've missed this one somehow, you've got to check it out. It's so great.
And don't watch anything on it.
Don't.
But to be fair, you can watch the trailer and it's not going to fucking lead you to think anything else other than what the movie is not.
The trailer is clever. Like,
the movie is perfection.
When you've seen the movie and then you go back and watch the trailer, you're like, clever girl. Anyway, The Perfection. That's my number 5 for
3, 2, 1.
We're not just counting.
Perfection. So good. I knew there was stuff I was missing.
Yes.
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 My number 3
is
very fitting because it is the third one in the series.
What?
And that is John Wick.
Chapter 3. John Wick is third for you?
Yes.
John Wick is second for me.
It was very close until I remembered one.
You're a fucking fake fan.
Like, it was very close.
Fake fan.
I love John Wick.
Not that much.
Like, Keanu did replicas, alright, and that's always going to hold you back. This is so good. This has got some of the best action scenes I've ever seen. The fact he is so dedicated to doing his own fucking fight choreography and all that stuff. Like, he got a taste of it from The Matrix, and then it just kept going from there.
What about Halle Berry working with the dogs and stuff for 6
Holy
months?
shit. That was so impressive of, like, when you find out that she was working with them and, like, now she has them, doesn't she?
No.
I could have swore I read somewhere that they're her dogs now.
I don't think so.
Well.
They're not her dogs.
Alright, well, the movie goes down now.
Now it's 5th. I don't think they're her dogs. I didn't read anything about her keeping
No, I
them.
thought she keeps them afterwards. Wouldn't that be weird, training with dogs all this time and then you're like, see you later, bye, guys, and just letting them go.
Into the wild.
Into the wild.
Look, this movie was brilliant. I don't think I had seen the John Wick movies until I started dating Kane, who loves them. And then I watched them and I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. I do love a good action movie. And these are just everything you could want and more. The lore, the story, the world in this is just amazing.
Oh, that fucking fight
But there's
scene.
a couple of scenes in this that just stay with you for how brilliant they are. The acting is all incredible and believable. The fighting is brutal.
It's well, like when you say the acting, it's very dramatized, but it suits it for the world it's in.
And I guess like you can completely believe it. I think that's what I like about it. The fact that because we're not American, I can 100% believe that there are just these assassins walking around.
Just
I believe
in America, nowhere else.
Go to the supermarket, buy a gun, you're an assassin. John Wick Chapter 3. Parabellum.
You know, also the best way to describe it is this is such a video game movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is what a video game
movie
movie
over the top, dramatic, full on action, clever little lines. It's just so satisfying.
And that fucking, was it the antique place? That's still probably one of my favorite fight scenes ever.
I don't think I've ever seen a fight scene where I've just been like gobsmacked and it's in the first 5 minutes of the movie. It's so good. And the dog doesn't die.
Dog doesn't die. Spoilers.
Good spoilers.
Oh, there is a site dedicated to Does the Dog Die or some shit like
Which
that.
I appreciate.
Such good movie, such good entry, and I'm hanging for the fucking fourth one. I honestly don't know how they're going to top it. Like, if it can be just as good You know, even a little less than this, I'm still going to love it.
Yeah. They're bloody good. I can't believe
They're
it's
really
your third. We're fourth. Third? Third.
third.
All right. Well, my third is Detective Pikachu.
You fucking
Everything that little tiny Missy ever wanted as a kid has come to life in this creepy, realistic Pokemon movie. It was fun. It was funny. Ryan Reynolds has grown on me over the course of the year.
Oh, when he first did the voice for that,
We were so
holy
sad.
shit, that was
The trailer
disgusting.
was amazing and disappointing at the same time
Mm.
because we didn't really want Ryan Reynolds as the voice. We wanted an unknown or a lesser known actor. But I don't know. There was something about this. Like, I got emotional seeing my favorite Pokemon in a more realistic world and just thinking, you know, imagine if life wasn't as shit as it actually is and we had Pokemon,
We
you know,
had
instead of
Pokemon.
cats and dogs. It'd just be great. It just, I don't know.
I'll be
I didn't
honest,
love the main guy.
I was gonna say I didn't love the main guy, but this was like 8 for me when I was going through them. This was on
Yeah.
the list. It got
Yeah,
cut,
yeah.
but like this is what I was just saying about Battle Angel Leader. You got to put the money in, and it can be done.
Yeah.
Obviously, it costs a fucking fortune, and they're so fluffy,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be done. Like, and I'm glad it's being done, and they're seeing it now. It's kind of like when the superhero movies were just starting, and then they put some money behind it, and they're like, "Oh wait, people like these."
Yeah.
Like that's all you've got to do. You know, put a lot of money behind it.
Look, there's so much in this that is just good. And whether you're a casual Pokemon fan or a diehard one, there's going to be something in this that just warms your cold
They
dead
did
heart.
pretty well at, like, you know, me, only Red and Blue, the first original series, and still understanding and knowing a lot of it.
The Bulbasaur were perfect.
The Charizard was disgusting.
I love this.
So saggy.
This is the first time in years that I've wanted to own a movie. I want it. So hit me up, listeners.
Send it to P.O. Box.
The Mr. Mime scene killed me. God. So dumb. And horrifying. He looks like Play-Doh Man. But I'm into it. I don't care.
Very weird looking.
Alright. You need to hit me with your number 2.
Okay.
Because John Wick was my number 2, so I've only got my number 1 left.
Alright. My number 2 is gonna, I don't know if it'll surprise you or not.
It's gonna surprise me. I think I know what it is.
What is it? You can see it, can't you? I forgot. Technically,
that was this last year?
Technically, it came out at the end of last year, but it released here this year. So I only watched this in 2019. Sorry, yeah, like it.
Are you talking about it
Other way,
released?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I'm like, bitch, you didn't
You
watch
know
it
what
this
I meant,
year.
motherfucker. You all did too.
No one knew.
Everyone knew.
You're drunk.
Dragon Ball Fighters Broly. For fuck's sake, I got the wrong trailer.
Oh, honey.
Fucking hell. Alright, what is it called?
Honey.
There's some things happening.
DBS Brawl trailer.
Get brawled, bro.
Your timing is amazing.
I'm fucking tired and I'm trying to type fast. Leave me alone. Look.
DBS Brawls. Oh, I like this. It looks
This-
like the same animation that's in the Inuyasha movies.
Oh my fucking
I like it. It's
Fuck
it's
off. This
pretty.
is brilliant animation.
I wasn't saying it as a mean thing. I was genuinely
Inuyasha.
excited.
Alright. Let me tell you about Dragon Ball fucking Super Broly.
Go on.
This is the best Dragon Ball movie.
Why?
Because it is not just like all the others where it's like, hey, let's throw an enemy, let's have some fun, have them get powerful and fight. That's all the
Mhm.
movies are. They don't really add anything to the lore or the world. They're just a fun trip to have. This completely changes the origin in a good way. It so what you watched, that is changed now, but only slightly. And it actually showed a movie of characters with depth and growth, and they redid Broly, who was just a screaming powerful guy, and made him actually into a character you understand. He is the way he is.
Okay.
And it's like the first time they've done it in any of the movies, you know, character development. And the animation is gorgeous, and the movie hit all the marks and had an awesome ending. And that's usually with Dragon Ball, you're always waiting to see how that ending is
Mm-hmm.
to any fight.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great. It was like basically perfect.
Shit.
It is up there. It's my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie.
Well, that's
Well,
really cool.
Dragon Ball Super movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I love the other ones too. Actually, to be fair, the last three now, so Super, Frieza, and Battle of Gods, have all been terrific movies.
Terrific.
Terrific
movies.
Terrific movies.
If you like Dragon Ball, this one's terrific.
It's terrific.
Okay.
And I will fuck you up.
All right. Well, thanks, Grandad. If you want to see this terrific anime movie, look. Eventually, when I finish all the
when
anime,
you catch up.
when I watch the next 1,200, were they all the same bearded man? Anyway,
No.
eventually I'll get to watch this.
It's
One day.
so good. Gotta
It
wait
actually
for you.
looks alright.
I gotta wait for you to catch up, for fuck's sake. We're trying to get this girl to watch all of Dragon Ball. It's been a year. She's only gotten through 150 episodes. What is this shit?
I'm getting there. Leave me alone, you bully.
You'll hurry up, alright.
Alright. Are you ready for both of our number ones?
You realize it's gonna be both
It's
of
gonna
them.
be da 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 da
Like,
Joker.
If this movie had a cock, you understand how much I would suck it.
We would double team. That
It would
cock,
just be both of us each side.
like in the movies.
Like, what we're trying to say is we fucking love this movie.
This movie was one that we were so hyped for. We saw the trailer and it gave us the feels, and we were so intrigued by the complete opposite direction it took to what everyone thought it was going to take. And then everyone we knew who saw the trailer thought it looked shit, and we all thought that they were stupid. We waited and waited and waited to go and see it because we hate people.
Oh, we saw the second to last screening, didn't we?
No, the
Was
last.
it? Was it the last?
Remember, we were going to go on the second to last day,
Oh, but
and then
yeah.
I didn't want to go, and we went to the last screening in Adelaide on the last day it was showing. Not that we live in Adelaide. Anyway, and basically, I'm so glad we did. I'm so glad that we saw it on the big screen because this, I don't know how to describe it, and I know that there's so many people out there who hated it because of the mental health side of things that it dealt with instead.
Or the fact that it just wasn't the Joker that they wanted. It wasn't the Gotham or the Batman that they wanted. But when you take that all away, even if you didn't call this movie Joker, the feels and the acting would have still been the same, and that's what I love this movie for.
And if this didn't have the Batman elements, if you took those out
could
and
take
this
them
was
out.
just a movie about a guy going through something and starting a movement, it would be exactly the same for me.
Yeah.
The little Batman things were a cute little thing.
I didn't even need them, to be honest.
Didn't need them.
Yeah, you could have taken them out.
This to me is literally brilliant. Like, oh my God. There were so many moments where it was unnerving and then gut-wrenching and then like disturbing. He was completely terrifying to watch as a character, and you'd go through moments of feeling sorry for him and then like relating to him and then kind of wanting him to get found out and then not. And it was just, by the end of it, you're not exactly rooting for him, but you're so invested in his life that it's like, I don't know, that you just can't look away. You know, like you don't know what he's going to do next. He's got nothing to lose and he just kind of goes, fuck it. And it was
This is
so
the first
brutal.
movie, I know it's first or in a long time, that made me feel a ton of different things.
Yeah, I think we went through every emotion.
Most of them were uncomfortable or like uneased. Cringe is the proper meaning of cringe, of like made me kind of feel fearful of him. It was kind of hard to watch, and if anything, you already knew Joaquin Phoenix. Like I knew of him, but I didn't realize how much of a high caliber of an actor he was. So me going into this, I didn't even have a fandom for him. It was just all new to me.
I'm gonna confess something.
What?
My only real knowledge of Joaquin Phoenix is him in Signs, because ever since I was young,
the only one
I've
I
just
know.
wanted to bang him. That's my knowledge of Joaquin. If you're out there, me and Kane, yeah.
Suck your dick.
put your Joker face on and let's go. But I've always like, I know he's a good actor, but I feel like he's always been overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, same. That like I know he's gotten good roles. Like he must. He's still up there, kind of thing.
But wasn't he the only person considered for
The
this role?
yeah, the
They
director
wanted
only
him.
wanted him. He said, "I'm only doing it if you do this." Like that's
It's
it.
not very often that a movie is up for so many awards and you're genuinely excited when they win them. Like, I don't give a shit about awards, but when Jochen was up for Best Actor and everything, I was like, God, I hope he wins it. Because I looked at who he was up against and I just
Holy
thought,
shit!
it's such fierce competition, but I've never felt someone deserved it as much as he did.
This year was insane.
Really
Like
insane.
the fact when you looked at the movies that he was when I watched this, I was like, oh man, yeah, this is winning. And then I looked at what was coming, like the movies
Yeah,
was
Once Upon a Time in
versing.
Hollywood, Parasite,
The Irishman.
The Irishman.
It was like, holy shit, you're going up against
Yeah.
fucking like Titans right now.
But there's something about this, and I really do think it's the just absolute, like unapologetic look at mental health and the way that the world is heading. I don't know. There's just something about it that stays with you. And this was one of those things, like I said earlier, I don't buy movies. I immediately bought this. I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I
Like,
was so surprised.
I bought this for Kane because it was just one of those things where I'm like, no, we need this. And this is as close to perfect as a movie has ever been for me. I don't think I've ever given a perfect 10 in our rating history,
Yeah.
but this is so close.
Like I
And
need to watch this again because the hype train that I'm on with this movie, like I'm still feeling it.
we had
And,
goosebumps.
like I think it's in my top 3. Do you know what I mean? It's so high up there.
But when you think about it, obviously we're not going to get too much into it now, but your top 3 is what? Mad Max Fury Road,
Oh, off the top of my head, it's like
Matrix,
Matrix
and
and Mad
Terminator
Max,
2 or
which
something?
is like yeah,
Yeah.
like I understand Terminator 2 is for its time.
Yes.
Matrix, after rewatching again, still fucking holds up. I think
Yep.
Matrix is basically perfect. They're perfect in different ways. I think Mad Max is perfect, and this one is the same. I think it is perfect. I only would have changed. Honestly, the only thing I'd probably change is I would take out the Batman stuff because it just didn't even need to be there.
Yeah, and I almost feel like more people went to see this because it was Joker,
Yeah.
but it might have been more effective without the Batman links.
Mm.
But I mean, it's funny. I don't think, other than the one thing that I'm not going to talk about because obviously some people still haven't seen this, there was one or two tiny, tiny things that I thought were going to be a different way or that I
know
would
you-
change.
I think I know what you're talking
Yes.
about. Yeah, they're the
And
only
we
things.
talked about it literally in the car park at the cinema. But it's I think it's actually the only time I can think of in my entire life where I had a handful of things that I would change, and yet I'm still like, no, like 9.7 out of 10. Like, I'm getting all like excited remembering it. It's just so good. Also,
Like I really want to watch it again.
look at your fucking long arm. When you're so excited, your arm just stretches out.
I should put my dick in it. The Joker, I can't. I'm so excited. I want to hear what other people think. Like, I want to know what my friends think when they watch this.
Yes.
I want to know what. I'm so excited to see, like, fucking Jamie. I want him to see this so badly. I want Aaron to see it.
That's the thing. We're watching it with Aaron and Amy this week.
Mm.
Then we should invite maybe even Jamie and Yana over, you know,
if they wanna
or
watch
go
it.
there. Like, I think we should have movie nights and just watch this like 8 times with people and just, you know, make sure that they leave with the right opinions.
And look, you have to be a movie person if you're watching this. And if you're
Yes.
not, I don't know how to explain to you. We're movie lovers, and this hit all the right spots. And the only way you could feel that is if you can just think of some kind of entertainment or medium you really love, and it hits every spot for you.
Plus, we're very picky people. If you've watched the other in the 2019
We're picky, but we're
series
very
we're fair,
appreciative.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And fair, yeah.
We're not going to shit on something for the sake of it. We're not going to nitpick. We have genuine reasons for things, but the fact that this is number 1 for both of us with no argument whatsoever, it really speaks very highly of the movie. And Honestly, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. You might not like it. It's very 50-50, honestly, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
But don't go in there expecting a Batman movie. It's not. And if you're uncomfortable with mental health and everything just being laid out there, it's not the movie for you. But I think there's just so many things and so many things that'll make you feel. It's just brilliant. It's so good. God damn.
I think it's one of those things where it is you're going to feel everything or you're going to feel nothing. Like,
And if you're unfortunately one of the people that watched this movie and just felt uncomfortable and disgusted and didn't stay long enough and give it a chance, obviously you don't have to watch what you don't want to watch, but I really do think you missed out by not staying that extra 10 minutes.
oh shit, the ending. I forgot. Fuck,
You know,
yeah.
I've heard of quite a few people who either walked out or turned it off halfway through, and
Yeah,
I just think,
Yeah.
for starters, did you not watch the trailer? Did you not know that it was taking that darker turn? But, you know, if you're able to stick it out, it's very much worth it. I can't sing its praises enough.
The Joker, #1 for the Screen Slaves movie of 2019.
And probably 2020, the way that things are looking. But that's in our
I
previous
have
video.
no idea what else is coming out. I should say, actually, no, this is in a different time slot. Let it go. Let it go. That's our movie. We're done. We're
I don't
done.
know what's happening.
I was gonna say, what is it? The other ones that we haven't seen. I guess it doesn't matter, because like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Could, do you know what I mean? What is it? 1917?
Yes.
I'm a big fan of war movies. That looks insane. Like, and that was also up there on the best director. Parasite, which is up there.
Yeah,
So
to be fair, there's some heavy hitters
there's
that we
some
didn't
heavy ones
see,
we missed.
but we saw The Irishman. That didn't get in there.
That just got cut for me. I was about to put The Irishman on my list. It got pushed down slightly.
It just had a couple of issues for me, and I also didn't finish it in the end. I need to go back, but you know,
That's okay. For me, I'm a big Scorsese
Yes.
and Mafia
the fact
style
that it was
fan.
in your top 10 is impressive enough.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it if you watched all of the series that we have out.
Yep.
If you just watched this one because you only like the good things, you're a little bitch, but we appreciate it. Please tell us in the comments what your favorite movie is, or your top 5, or anything. Just tell us what you liked about movies from 2019. We would really like to hear it. And hell, tell us what your favorite movie is and where you're from. It would be really interesting to see if the demographic makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, we hope you have an amazing year with all the great movies. And if you're anything like us, enjoy catching up on last year's movies that you might not have got around to.
I know. There's so many. So many good movies. All right, then. Till next time. Ta-ta.
Bye.